Every time the neighbor's dog got pregnant, that boy would get a severe beating from his mother. All because Ichiro had a peculiar habit. Not a single animal in the village could escape his clutches. One day, Grandma Yoshikawa came to Ichiro's house because her pregnant dog, Aru, had vanished. The moment Ichiro's mother heard this, she grabbed a stick and started beating him. Despite Ichiro's repeated explanations that he had no idea where the dog went, his mother wouldn't listen. Grandma Yoshikawa hurriedly urged them to stop fighting, then turned and left. The next day on his way to school, Ichiro suddenly spotted the missing Aru. He stormed over, grumbling as he played with Aru's mouth. But the next second, Aru suddenly began pulling him backward. His friend Mionito saw Ichiro being dragged and rushed to follow. But when they reached the riverbank, Mionito was shocked to find Ichiro frozen in place, his gaze fixed on Aru lying by the water's edge. Just then, Aru's spirit appeared beside Ichiro. Ichiro quickly loaded Aru into a small cart and rushed her to the animal hospital. Sadly, it was ultimately too late. Though Aru didn't survive, the puppies inside her were successfully delivered. The next day, Grandma Yoshikawa appeared again, seeking out Ichiro. Ichiro thought she had come to blame him, and hastily explained that Aru's death had nothing to do with him, yet his sister beside him looked utterly bewildered. To her eyes, Ichiro was talking to thin air. Only then did Ichiro realize Grandma Yoshikawa had become a ghost. But the old woman didn't seem to mind her own death. She only wished for Ichiro to adopt the puppy, yet Ichiro flatly refused. Left with no choice, Grandma Yoshikawa let her hair down, transforming into a terrifying form and chasing after him. Ichiro, terrified of ghosts, cried and begged for mercy, finally agreeing to take the puppy in. By the time Ichiro finally persuaded his parents to go retrieve the puppy, it was too late. The puppy was now locked in a cage, surrounded by vicious dogs. The vicious dogs intended to teach this newcomer a lesson, but just as they prepared to pounce, the furious Aru suddenly appeared. Seeing her mother, he lost its fear. Under Aru's imposing presence, the vicious dogs all lowered their heads, not daring to make a sound. The commotion drew a staff member, who opened the cage door. Aru immediately swept the puppy away. Meanwhile, Grandma Yoshikawa kept urging Ichiro to rescue the dog, but Ichiro was still in the bathroom. Thinking he'd go later, the anxious grandmother resorted to magic, teleporting Ichiro directly into the shelter's dog cage. He hadn't even finished wiping his butt. Ichiro found himself surrounded by vicious dogs. When the staff arrived, they saw him fiercely beating the attackers. After being released, Ichiro urgently asked the staff about the puppy's whereabouts. They replied, it had just been taken away by a large black dog. Ichiro instantly realized it was Aru carrying her own child. While grumbling about Grandma Yoshikawa, Ichiro walked outside and suddenly noticed the puppy was sitting quietly at his feet. Thus, this little dog named Jiro officially became a new member of Ichiro's family. Watching Ichiro and Jiro snuggle to sleep, Grandma Yoshikawa and Aru finally revealed relieved smiles as they slowly ascended to heaven.